Hey guys, AlduicS here, and we're back with Season 1, Episode 14 of the Eminence in Shadow. The Winter 2023 season of anime is officially underway, and we're already dealing with a carryover. Core 2 of the Eminence in Shadow. Admittedly, not much time's passed since I recorded Episode 13's reaction, and it's got me hyped. The hype's unreal, y'all. I need to see what's happening next. I need to see what's going to go down, because our boy said, got you, and it ended. It was straight up incredible witnessing what Delta dished out, the absolute carnage, the slaughterfest, seeing this crazy chick just go berserk. No magic, no techniques, pure unrivaled violence. And I was all here for it. Oh, it was so good. Oh my god, and seeing the fan service to offset the dark, serious tone of it, the brutality of it, and provide us some extra bit of content. Oh, it did please the degenerate side of myself. Oh, I do think Best Girl might go to Delta after last time, because even with that hierarchy, even knowing that Alpha's top dog, that she'll listen to her, we saw a predator hunt her prey. It was carnage. It was animated really well, and the voice actress just portraying the screams, the crazy, the excitement, the anger, the animalistic version of herself. Oh, can't praise that enough. But before anything else, I do want to wish you all a happy new year, happy holidays, and I do hope 2023 will treat you all right, as I hope my channel will continue to grow. But before we hop into the episode and see how Olivia versus Shadow versus Sid will play out, because our boy's been stabbed, but it seems like he's been compressing or gathering all of his magic into his eye, as denoted by him constantly holding that one close and then it opening up with that cool blood red, like, reveal of the silhouettes of his got you. Oh, no better motivator, no better way to stay awake at night, I swear, than to watch something that leaves on a cliffhanger, that builds that hype, that excitement, that's absolutely popping off. The production staff is just oozing that passion, and it's just slapping so hard. But before we hop into it and see what's going to happen, check out my links down below: my Twitter, my Twitch, my Kitsu, my Patreon, my Discord, even my VOD channel. Support me on all those platforms. Make sure you have a like, comment, subscribe. This will be edited down into a more compressed version, under 20 minutes, hopefully. So if you want to see anything that's been cut out, head over onto Patreon. Trying to increase watch time, after all, and appeal to the algorithm more, because not everyone has time to watch 30-plus minute videos on YouTube in a single sitting, after all. So it makes sense. Plus, it's been something I've been eyeing. All right, enough stalling, enough talk. Action time. Oh, he broke her arm. Are you serious? He bit her, into her neck and ripped out some flesh. Broke her arm, had her in a chokehold. Is it so he can inhale some of the blood so then he can pull the sword, maybe? That was fucking brutal, y'all. The amount of blood, too. Or will this awaken the heart of Olivia? Will it bring the battle to the next level? That's terrifying. You allow your wish. Okay. But he closed his eye again. Our boy is crazy. Our boy is absurd. Nigh inescapable counterattack. I love that the enemy's showing concern over his mental state, over how many screws he has loose, because our boy has plenty. I'm sure there's not even a single screw actually tightened in. I mean, we continue to see more of his very fucked up mental state and what he prioritizes and what he will do to become the Eminence in Shadow. But when at Knights of the Round, who's treated people so horrendously, is even like, are you sure you're all right upstairs? Always gotta justify those wins. The sarcasm, the condescendence. Oh, are they gonna pull out the real one? Multiple Oliviers? God, that's such a cool transition effect. I love that we're going almost monochrome for it. A resurrected superhuman army. The eye has been opened fully. Our boy's about to go serious mode, or at least put more effort into it. Oh, and this music that kicked in, y'all. Oh, are you gonna realize it's Shadow now? Temper the magic until it's too solid to be absorbed. So he was constantly refining his magic. Alright, that is fucking cool. Always surpassing those limits. That was common sense. Yeah, but it's forcing its body forward. Even Aurora, the Witch of Calamity, is baffled. Oh, are we going atomic? Oh my god. It puts everyone to shame. The all range. He didn't even bother to block. God, the way they do that with the vocal range and the effects on it. Did Olivier just smile? So the sanctuary is underneath the water. But our man just literally blew it away. Alright, the city's fucked. A massive wave of water is just coming through. And Alpha's enjoying herself. And I see that smile, Beta. God, the amount of firepower this man has is absurd. It's astronomical. It was so much, it broke through dimensions, essentially. It went back into the real world. So the center is the arm of Diablos that was cut off. That is fucking cool. Alright, I dig it. And in the eye, it was Aurora. So is she the manifestation of it, after, like, or did she fuse with it at some point? I wonder if the demon Diablos itself is actually evil. Sure, it killed a lot of people, but it might have been more like in defense. A walking surprise. And she's vanishing. Yep, time's up. Seems like she just wants to be around him for a while now. And now she has a desire to live because of what the time she spent with Sid. Our man is just making all the ladies falling for him. Building that harem, all with that supreme power, that almighty power. So she went for it. Hey, yo. But if you find the real me, so does it mean she like reincarnated or was reborn, or maybe one of her descendants, where she actually still sealed somewhere else, like this was just a separated soul? Oh, yeah. That's another aspect of it I didn't think about. Another name for Aurora the Witch of Calamity is the Demon Diablos. So is that why she was so afraid of Olivier? Because she had her arm cut off? Or was it like she was fused with it and then assumed the name over time? Or is this an offshoot that gained its own independence, its own self of sanity, of sentience, I guess, its own individuality, that started calling itself Aurora, the Witch of Calamity, that grew up as a child? Maybe it was like an experiment grown from cells. Or is this like how they scrubbed history or something like that? Maybe. But when you find the real me, so she's talking about maybe her main body as the Demon Diablos. Could it be a situation that they were widely understood and abused, and they ended up fighting back and being labeled a demon? Layers of this story are so good. And they're gone just like that. Aw. The first shadows, the family, the training. When life was a bit simpler. When it was adorably simple. When they could just be children to a degree. They could enjoy themselves proper. It makes sense. They want to get that vengeance. They want to take on the cult. They want to overcome everything. Oh my god, I love this image. Past and present, where they were and where they are. Perv ass hat. Is that his real name or a nickname? I like that it's kind of a downcast episode. Everything's kind of dreary. Some relaxing, some taking it much more seriously, some with a renewed desire to grow stronger, that motivation. It's very nice. It's a nice end of the arc type of episode. Did Sid save her many, many years ago or something while he was hunting bandits? Is she possessed? Oh, shit. So she'll actually get roped into Shadow Garden more than likely. Only 6 episodes left until the end of the Eminence and Shadow. The Sanctuary arc is concluded. It seems like we'll have room for at least 1 or 2 more, depending on their lengths. But it seems like it'll be the Bushin Festival. That'll be the one we go into next. Are we going to have an episode of downtime in between, kind of setting up, and then we get into the actual swing of it the following episode? Either way, count me in, because I do like swordsmanship. I love swords. I love tournament arcs in general. It's one of my favorite things about shonens, and when they're well done, it's so much fun. It leads to some craziness, and no doubt Shadow will infiltrate. He'll probably try to fight Iris. She is the most renowned swordswoman in the kingdom, after all. And as I've said, I like the difference between Iris's viewpoints, her stances, and Alexia's, how it portrays them as different characters, different personalities, their different experiences culminating, especially how they view the cult of Diablos, Shadow Garden, and everything else. And we did learn about why her father's not making a move. His don't rock the boat policies, his don't stir trouble, especially with such an important event coming along. We need definitive evidence or enough reason that we could rock the boat and be safe from it. We need to have that next level strength. But with how Iris is justifying the amount of power she saw as artifacts, as no human could possibly have that, and even Aurora saying that about Sid, it's kind of ironic. Feels like a very apt description that he's not a normal person, not a normal human. I mean, we already know he's reincarnated, and we know he's been absurd from day one, with even his enemy concerned over the amount of screws he has loose. But the strength displayed, the return of I Am Atomic, it gave me chills. The hype was unreal. It was exactly what I've been wanting and more after last time's hype cliffhanger. Oh my god, it was so well done. Summoning an endless army of Oliviers because of the sanctuary, and his just most simple but straightforward solution of just blasting through the door, the sword, and everything, and obliterating the arm. Oh, it was so cool. And learning what Aurora's other name is, the demon Diablos itself. So as I said, it could be like an offshoot that gained individuality, a sense of self, sentience, or it could be maybe an experiment where they grew a baby from the cells, or maybe it was part of the history that was scrubbed and altered by the church. Either way, because I mean, they did say Aurora is not a name well known among many people, only higher ups in the church, after all. So maybe that's like who they were originally, and then they became the Demon Diablos, or the Demon Diablos became them. It could also be a case of the Demon Diablos itself being very misunderstood and used for nefarious means when they're only attacking and killing out of self-defense, wanting to protect themselves. And it will come down to Sid to save the Demon Diablos and unleash that hell upon the world, unleash that threat, even though very likely they'll just be kept in line by Sid and his presence. I really like that Aurora was like, well, when you find the real me, and it seems like she did kiss him as well, or even if it was not on the lips, it was on the cheek. And it did kind of leave our boy a bit stunned. And that team up between Natsume, Rose, and Alexia, all together, intelligence, forming a parallel organization similar to like Shadow Garden, gathering allies and sharing info and taking action. It's kind of ironic, but now she'll be able to infiltrate some princesses in our circles and get some prime information a little bit easier for everyone. And I do like to focus on Alpha as well, and the whole where they were and where they are now, the when life was simple and they were aspiring kids to running a full-time organization, and the dreariness of the episode, the rain, how they could all relax together and still enjoy themselves while some other characters are currently muddled. They're working through some issues. They're working and creating plans. They're trying to process everything. But this is kind of another day for them at Shadow Garden. But the fact that our boy literally obliterated the sanctuary, vaporized the demon arm, vaporized the holy sword, vaporized Nelson, and it broke through dimension and it caused the city of Lindworm to be flooded. Plus, Gamma's also scheming. Seems like they found petroleum, so we'll be getting some actual modern vehicles going on, because we got some gas. It ain't got no gas in it. Sorry, felt like doing that meme. Either way, first carryover for the winter 2023 season. Very solid, entertaining, worth the watch, even though it's very late for me and I'm starting to run out of steam. But hype is one hell of a motivator. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. I read every comment. I try to my best to respond to them. It does boost engagement. Alongside, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload next. If you want the full version of this reaction, because I do plan on trimming it down after all, and any moments that might have been cut out from the YouTube version, you can head over to Patreon. Everything is full there. And speaking of my Patreon, support me over there. I got plenty of reactions and more to come. Check out my links down below. And this has been AlduicS. Thank you all so much for watching, and I can't wait to see what we're gonna get, because this show has been non-stop fun, non-stop entertainment. Peace out, guys.